Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy, and today I'm in 76 and Fortnite all at once. It's a really weird place to be, not gonna lie. Now, we're gonna discuss Nuclear Winter, as well as Fallout being in Fortnite and those rewards, because we gotta talk about it. They've kind of crossed over two worlds right now, and I'm not just talking about putting Fallout in Fortnite. The fact that, at one point we kind of had Fortnite and Fallout, in a sense, with Nuclear Winter. Now, before we get into things too deeply, I do want to say I think there's still a chance that Nuclear Winter could make a comeback, and I'll go into that a little more deeply later. But first, for those of you who don't know about Nuclear Winter, that was Fallout's Battle Royale. It unfortunately went the way of the dodo, but that is also largely due to the development, or the devs behind it. They weren't able to, properly keep it updated. Like, there were supposed to be, I think, originally 6 maps, and we only ended up with 2 of them. But there were talks of more maps at one point, and it just never happened. It sucks. But that's not really what I want to get into right now. First, let's get into Fortnite, which is really, really awkward. Because, it makes sense from a Fortnite standpoint. If we can throw it in the game, possibly make money on it at some point, let's do it. And I will say, some of their Fallout-related items and their version of a scoreboard, Battle Pass, that's right. It's there on screen, and for some reason I still wanted to say, scoreboard. Anyways, some of it's pretty cool. I'm kind of wondering with the rifle right there, is that like a kill count ticker on the side of it? Because if so, that's pretty freaking cool. Assaultron Blade, also a nice add-on. I'm going to be honest here, I think the backpacks, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. They fit, but I'm personally not a huge fan of the backpacks. And of course, you got your Vault Boy banner icon. But let's be real. What everyone is here for is the power armor, which is power armor, and it does look pretty darn good. I gotta hand it to them. For being in Fortnite, it looks pretty cool. Plus, they have multiple versions of it. Now, as for loading screens, I don't know. I really dig that loading screen. If only, we had vehicles in Fallout that worked. And then you got Codsworth. It's pretty darn cool. You got a little icon you can throw up. Yeah. You gotta forgive me if I don't know the exact terminology on Fortnite-related things. While I may have been a Fortnite founder, I actually, left Fortnite around the time that they came out with Battle Royale, which is really weird. So, I left when it got popular. That sounds about right for me. Now, the next set of power armor, freaking awesome. As it should be. Hot Rod power armor, always freaking awesome. Though, I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of surprised they don't have, one of the Nuclear Winter power armors thrown in here. Because that would have made a lot of sense to have the Fallout Battle Royale and, actually be in the Fortnite Battle Royale. Then, of course, there's a totally separate tab with rewards. The Overseer rifle, I'm not really sure how that's Overseer. That distracted me. But this, the Black Knight T60, that looks pretty freaking sweet. I'm not a huge fan of power armor, but dang, that looks freaking cool. There's also another backpack, but like a moron, I forgot to record that, so you have to forgive me. But either way, let's get back to, Nuclear Winter. It's unfortunate that it's gone. There's still a nice player base that keeps asking for the devs to bring it back. And I don't know, they just kind of get completely ignored, which is so sad. Either, tell them, yeah, that's not happening, or, maybe we'll look into it. Tell them one way or the other. Don't just leave them hanging. But I think there's a nice middle ground that could be met. Because clearly, they don't want to keep the servers up and running for Battle Royale because there wasn't a high enough player count back in the day. But there's still a decent fan base that wants to see it come back. While I didn't play Battle Royale all the time, I would still like to see it come back in some form just because it's something different to do and it mixes things up. And now that we've had a decent influx of new players that have just completely missed out on the nuclear winter crazy train, I think one way they could go about bringing it back is to run it as a limited time event. You know, just run it for a couple weeks. You know, you could still earn the old rewards, even though you can earn a huge chunk of them in the base game now. Still, just bring it back to where you progress like normal. Run it for a couple weeks, then it goes away. Maybe you bring it back a few months later, you run the event again. As much as they really love their limited time events, I think, you know, Nuclear Winter would be an excellent fit for that. I don't, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. I feel like if there's any hope of it coming back, that is probably about the most realistic thing that could happen. Because it really doesn't seem like it's something they want to bring back where they have to invest a ton of time into it. But as a timed event, yeah, I think our odds are pretty good. Hop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.